What is going on, you guys? In this video, we'll be going over your own personal trading plan to give you tips, tricks, and a few of our favorite rules to make sure that you are leading to success. The first rule is going to be same pair, same strategy, and same time. By same pair, I mean you're not trading 10, 15, 20 different pairs all together. I personally know a few different individuals that are trading just 1 to 3 pairs entirely, and I'm making a 6-figure income. Me personally, I love trading gold and Nasdaq 100. For you, it might be GBP/JPY, it might be GBP/USD, it might be Bitcoin, it might be Ethereum. But whatever it is for you, you are sticking to that pair, 1 to 3, for example, and you're focusing on them and learning their patterns and then growing from there. By now, same time, I mean that if it's the morning, or maybe you're trading New York session before work, maybe you have kids, family, a different schedule. Maybe you're trading in the daytime with Asian session. Maybe it's nighttime with London session. But at this point, you're following the same routine day to day. So you're not going out of tune, going out of routine. Now, the last part of this is going to be within your same strategy. They're not going from strategy to strategy, scanner to scanner, educator to educator, but you're staying in one session. You're staying with the one strategy and you're perfecting it. For me, I love smart money. I also love DeFi. A lot of the team loves DeFi because it's super, super simple on a beginner level. But if, let's say you're now a more seasoned trader, you want to now what? You want to keep performing, keep scaling. It has different methods as well too, to where you actually can use DeFi to perfect your own strategy. Okay. Rule number 2 is only now growing your account 5% weekly. 5% is not a lot. If you think about it, imagine if your income grew 20% a month. Imagine if your bank account grew 20% a month. Now, just with retrospect, for example, let's say you start with a couple $100, $200, right? If you're growing your account 5% weekly, after a whole year of time, that first year will go from $200 now to $2,000. That's not a lot. You have to be patient for the compound to start rotating. Now, that next year after that, you go from $2,000 now to a $16,000 account. That's not that lot. Now, think about it, right? As it keeps compounding, you now go from 16,000 to a 6-figure trading account. This is the value of being patient and growing your account 5% weekly. Yes, you might have good days, good weeks, bad weeks, etc. But as long as you're being patient and as long as you're following the rest of these rules, you are leading yourself to success. Rule number 3 is creating your own personal schedule. For example, let's say at your job, you clock in at a specific time, you clock out at a specific time. Let's say you work in the daytime, so you go to the gym in the morning because you just know your schedule. Same thing with here. In your own Google Calendar, maybe to write it down, put a note sheet, whatever, and you're knowing the sessions that you're getting on. You're knowing the strategy times you're getting on. You're knowing on the calls that you're getting on as well too, and you're not having to guess figuring out the same day. Maybe instead you plan the day before. Maybe even you plan the whole week on Sundays, for example, so you know exactly what you're doing every single day, right? Rule number 4 is setting a daily trade limit. So instead of you just taking every trade you see, let's say 15, 20, 40, 50 trades a day, maybe your trading limit is just 5 trades a day. And once you reach 5 trades a day, hey, you're off the phone, you're off the computer, etc. Maybe for you, it might be 3 trades. For somebody else, it might be 10 trades. I feel like a good recommendation is about 3 to 5 trades a day. Maybe you're taking 1 to 2 from a live session, maybe another from a scanner. And that way you're not over trading, but you're in a good market. You're not being scared, but you're leading to profitability. Rule number 5 is just going to be risk management. You don't want to risk your whole entire account on one trade. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. But let's say you're just risking 1 to 3% of your account. Now you're not over leveraging. And now the money that you're making, you're going to have a really, really good chance of keeping it because you're keeping it at a low risk management size. Leading into risk management is now rule number 6. Rule number 6 is going to be you having a TP1 diet. You becoming as a beginner and you're learning the strategy, you're on the sessions and you're learning everything for the first time ever. You want to just get into the form, get into the system. And once you get the form in, hey, you can put a little bit more weight on it. But at first, you're going to straight take TP1 and have your stop loss and just keep learning, keep scaling. And now when you get more seasoned, you're learning more of the scanner, you're more on the sessions as well too. You now can go for TP2, TP3, TP4 when it makes sense. Now with you having this TP1 diet, rule number 7 is going to be you tracking your trades. Every professional tracks what they're doing. Why? We want to know exactly where we're starting at and exactly where we want to go. But for us to get there, we have to know where we are now and we have to track what we're doing every single day. And in this case, every single trade. Did we follow our confirmations? Were we being emotional? Did we rush it? Were we scared? Did we have anxiety? Did we have greed? Were we neutral? That way, we know exactly how we felt in that time. So when things are going wrong, we know to avoid it. But when things are going right, we know to keep that same routine. And rule number 8 was the very, very last, is just mastering your mindset. There's different emotions you're going to be having within trading. Let's say if it's fear of missing out, to where you just take every single trade because you don't want to miss out on the trade. And now it goes the wrong way because you rushed it and didn't have any confirmations. Or maybe you had fear to where you're so scared you didn't actually even get into the trade. The second side of this is actually going to be greed. It's where, let's say you're in profit, you're making a lot of money, and instead of you taking your profits, now you're like, yo, Ace, I'm up 20 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. And now you want more. You want 5 times more, 10 times more, etc., to where you're not taking your profits. And now instead of you just being in profit and being accepted with it, it comes back and hits your stop loss because you're being too greedy. And now the last emotion is going to be revenge trading. Imagine that you're in profit, you didn't take as you're being greedy or fearful, and it comes back and hit your stop loss. You're like, oh, I'm mad at the market. And now you enter again, hit stop loss again. Just because you lost the trade does not mean you did not follow your confirmations. Even if you followed everything to a T, you're not going to win every single time. And this is why you have risk management. This is why you're following this entire exact trading plan to not break these rules. And then now it is you versus you, along with the support, along with the community, and we can make sure that you are leading to success, family. That'll be the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Let's go.